Who could blame him, Ambassador? After all, he's a man on a hot spring with two beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Kilika. Haha, I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. This water bottle's still empty, but... Alright. Maybe I was wrong about Conch Ranch. Is she a MILF? We'll get there. Gotta go pull out all of my comments from last time. Gonna go to my phone and it's gonna be good. Hit the beat. Yeah. Alright, anywho, good day, good people. So they're finding the year of the Resolve. Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalcars. Few know me as the man. It is Saturday, and I am Saturday via the Mafia Run Strong. And we go on with more trails. Last time, Reese popped off on Kevin. I hope we get to see some real Kevin soon enough because of it. But for right now, let's go through. Last time's episode, I actually tried Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream, says Anthony Sub. Since that Hall of Fame induction ceremony, pretty good. Granted, I've never really tasted the difference between can soda versus glass soda versus McDonald's soda, or even between Pepsi and Coke products, so I'm probably not the best person to talk to, but still. Don't worry, one day you'll have these refined taste buds, or not. But I can really tell the difference between sodas nowadays. But classic Dorothy, why is she still employed? She takes great pictures. Is it worth her shenanigans? Apparently so. Probably so, actually, to be honest. Maybell, woo, Mary Maybell. Hopefully there's more Maybell time. I always forget about Sid. Not like I did anything special, says the guy that killed Wiseman. Fair enough. Classic Estelle Lamau. And Tita is always reminding me of Clea. I kind of agree with that. I think they would make an adorable tag team in the AWE. Well, that's not my show. Anywho, Richard, who says if/when you get the red-haired hooligan with a heavy blade, you need to take him and Tita to the original Moondor 1 to get part 2. So we just go back to Moondoors to get part 2s, if we have part 2s. Most excellent. Olivier, his door, which is still a couple planes away, is one of the best, particularly in world development. Moondor 3, those two doors' stories are linked by a new character that gets introduced. And finally, all of the doors are really long. All of the moon doors, I assume, are really long. So might want to spread them across videos. Very true. Fair enough. Just because I realized that. I think, who was it? Tita's moon door. The first one that we went to, I think, was almost a whole episode. And that makes sense, and I understand why. Jessica, who says, just wait until Chloe's moon door and Ali, and Mueller's star door for Chloe's real forbidden love. And I told you Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream was good, now you finally understand. It's alright, it's not bad. Estelle, training level lock for 2 months, the new year passes in chapter 8 or 7, I think. There was a 6-month time skip between second chapter and beginning of the next game. We're currently in late 1203, October at the earliest. Well, okay. Cool. AV battle stats. Okay, I'm gonna look. I've forgotten every time. Where are they? Achievements section. Here. Battles, 143. So we should be able to do our thing, you know? We should be able to do our thing. Also, the 6 principles: offer your soul to the goddess, and your body to her church. Protect the sacraments, swear loyalty to the Holy Father. It's the first I've actually heard of the Holy Father. I usually only hear about the goddess. Carry out your duties with dignity, protect the peace and order of the 3 worlds. 3? What are the 3 worlds? Heretics must be eliminated. What are the 3 worlds? The overworld, the underworld, and Earth? The overworld, I assume, being the plane of the goddess? I don't know, man. But we have our 100 things, so I guess we can just go into whatever door that I've been skipping because I haven't had 100 battles. Chloe. Settling things between her and Joshua was great and all, but Olivier finally got his Liberalian cuisine. Huzzah, Queen Alicia. Handing out pardons like candy on Halloween. Just don't give one to Gilbert, he's still wanting Liberal. Please don't. Ever. Never ever. Darn you, Power Outage, for getting Grant Lamau. Yeah. We're still recording under that new thing. I have not had a chance to test it because I would have to, like, simulate a power outage, and I don't want to do that. I guess I could just hard boot my computer while the recording is going. I wouldn't want to do that either, though, to be honest. Regardless, OG Teen Titans throwback. Original being a real throwback, time to sob /J. Hey. More than a handful of you got that reference, so kudos. Julia died to Vargam's death scream. I told you about that. Yeah, I still hate that it happened. I knew that there was like an insta-KO. Darling of Pure White Radiance is Chloe. Proof of her scholarship is found in a chest near the warped on the 4th plane. Not sure why it's there. Warning. While writing notes for that door, it felt like it was doing a full chapter. It is long, but good. All our moon doors, geez Louise. He will steal your heart, not a Persona 5 reference. Eventually, mark my words. I don't think so. I might be stubborn on this one. Not so fun fact, there's a bug in the Japanese version that made the Grimoire Kevin fight the toughest in the game. The Death Sluggers were able to act multiple times in a row, making them easier to wipe your party. Yikes. Yikes. Tita more like Cleta. Yo, they do look similar. Similar color schemes, similar hairstyle, similar short beams. One day Wiseman will become a Grimoire. Yeah, I guess you're right. Ew. Hopefully that's not this game. It's a boss fight, so I don't believe many boss fights and trails actually can be afflicted with some status ailments. Starting in the Crossbow arc, I think status effectiveness is shown in the enemy information during battle. Adios is a very, very merciful deity. Like you'd have to do some pretty fucked up shit for her to let you fall to Gehenna. As far as we know, Love from the manga, he reunited with Karan in heaven. That's what I was gonna say. If that manga is to be believed, then they are reunited, unless she was down here too, which is kind of crazy. I should mention that this hermit has no relation to the Society's hermit, Enforcer number 9. Yes, stigmas manifest in a very, very few people. Okay, real stigmas, not ones that are produced by Wiseman. The Ouroboros case Ein mentioned was when Rufina fought Love. Oh. Well, she lived. The next books are on the opposite side of the Carnelia collection. Talked to Ollie twice with Mueller. Mueller once with Ollie. Zen. Tita and Josette talked to Reese. You'd explore Star Door 4, and the first part of Star Door 3 was Zen in your party. Door 3... Sun Door 3, rather, has your party fight 3 rounds of enemies with their HP and EP being restored between battles, and all enemies in the first 2 rounds are susceptible to Death Blow. Okay. Have Zen use True Descend each round. Okay. As soon as you open the chest near the warp to the 4th plane, you'll be able to open Moon Door 3. So, some things are happening. I'll just keep that open. We'll see where we get. We'll probably get pretty far, I guess. We'll probably go for another 2-3 hours. We'll see what happens. Anywho, Science and Stories says, I understood that Teen Titans reference. I don't know why. That's one of the, like, Teen Titans episodes that, like, sticks in my mind. There's a handful of old school classic Teen Titan episodes that stick in my mind. And the movie. True. I understand that the Teen Titans reference, right? The Yin Yang Quartz came with Chloe. Has the ability to haze. Oh, we got the yin. Okay, so I do know Yin Yang has the ability to haze. I didn't know we had it. It is what it is. Generally regarded as the shortest game in the series, although it can depend if you skip the side quest in the other games. Fair enough. That is our comments section. Thank you guys for the comments. I'll be keeping this open because we're about to talk to people immediately. The next set of books, I don't know what they are. It just says the next set of books. Bookcase opposite of the Carnelia. Carnelia was down here. Right? So this one is not Carnelia. There's a number of interesting books here. Well, what are they? Oh, these are some of the things that we did before. We've read some of these. Kitty Talk for Dummies. I don't think we actually ever read this. We know it existed and we never actually read it. Punctuation of feline language has distinct characters depending on the region and may differ slightly from the following information. This could be considered comparable to dialects of human tongue. In addition, since the number of elongated vowels indicated by the tilde character are intimately related to a cat's personality and emotional state, there is a broad range of variation. That being said, I have attempted to compile a list of most common phrases. Nyaun. You're absolutely right. Strong affirmation. Nyao go. This way. Nyao. This is it. Nya 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 nya. An expression of delight. Nya. Go. This hold up. Urging when to be cautious. Oh my gosh. There's a bunch of stuff. Nya. Nails are bothering me. I'm hungry. You can see it. I'm not gonna read all of it, but what did you say? Oh, hairless one? Wild. Okay. Well, today I learned. Let's go ahead and just walk through all of these. Just to say we've read them. Hertz Adventure 1. We read this one, right? Yes, the genie. For some reason, I don't remember his name being Hertz, but I remember it being about the genie. Did we ever get to read Hertz Adventure 2? I think we did. Yes. Yes, correct. We read 1 and 2. I don't think we read this one. And I don't plan to, but I think we've read all of them now. 1, 2, 1 and 2, yep. Cool. Alright, well. Let's see what we gotta do. Talk to Ollie with Mueller in the party, Mueller with Ollie. Talk to Zen, Tita and Josette twice, and Reese. Reese twice, okay. If you want to keep lying to yourself, Kevin, then go right ahead. If that's what makes you happy, I won't stop you, but as long as you keep doing so, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Damn, she's really mad this time. Yeah. Yeah, she should be. Are you feeling alright, Reese? I can go and get you some medicine if it would help. You big dummy, she's not sick, she's angry. Huh? I love it. Come on, read between the lines. The phony priest obviously said something to make her mad, and this is the result. Admittedly, although he is a real priest, he is being a phony. So she's not entirely wrong to call him that. You're better off leaving her alone for now. But Reese had a fight with you, Kevin, so that's why she looks so down. Isn't there anything we can do to make her feel better? Give me a break, adios, as if I don't feel guilty already. Guilty enough already, rather. What are you doing here? Just leave her to us and go get on with your exploring. Just gonna make things worse by hanging around here. Yeah, you're right, my bad. Honestly, I have no idea what you said to her, but you're obviously the one in the wrong here. Hope you have a good long think about what you did. Yeah, Joe said, tell him, actually. While you're out there. My bad. So we get to talk to you again, too. So that's why she looks so down. Is there anything we can do to make her feel better? No. Probably not. Change the party is here. Might as well talk to Mueller first, while we have Ollie in the party, and then swap them. Swap. flip-flop. I'm not sure where they are. I would assume they would be here, but I mean, assumptions were incorrect. So maybe the rest of the people are over here? Yes. What's up? It sure has been a long time since we last met, huh, Joshua? You've been to Arabonia and Crossbell now, right? Why not make your way over to Calvard, huh? Oh, it's something I'd like to do eventually. Estelle and I are currently looking for someone now. Fair enough, huh? Incidentally, I heard from Shara in one of her letters that Kilika returned to the Republic. Really? She mentioned something about her retiring from the guild after being scouted by the Calvardian government? Really? Interesting. What? The lady who used to look after the Zeiss branch? For real? Never would have seen that coming. Yes, it's all true. I hear she is up to her eyes in work these days. You know how she is. Taking it easy isn't an option for her. Gives her all to everything she does. She does a hell of a job though. Her coworkers and subordinates are all terrified of her already. Ha! I wouldn't have Kilika rather any other way. That's awesome. Good for her. I also need to close this real quick. There we go. Cool. Okay. Mueller, hello. It seems more and more like we are all drawn in here at the same time, which is a relief in some ways if that pitiful thing had been left out in the outside world, rather. Without me to watch it, I shudder to think what would have happened. I'd come to his defense, but no, I can't blame you. Truly, I am offended. At the very worst, I would have thrown a luxurious banquet for all to enjoy. Very good. Alright, then in that case, let's swap them back. Mueller? Okay. Ollie. Oi, how have you been since we last met, Your Highness? Your word of popularity in Arabonia society has been reaching over in Liberl too. Well, I'm not doing a good enough job, rather, of convincing them that I'm little more than an elegant yet harmless prince at the moment. Still, spending so much of my time pretending to be someone I'm not can be terribly exhausting. So I'm biding my time and waiting for the perfect chance to cast it all aside and reveal my true form to the world. Then all shall know Olivier, Gospeler of Love. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. You moron. Gospeler of Love? That's what you're going with? Who else thinks he's going to be even more of a menace to the society than the Black Orban Gospels ever were? Hee. It's reassuring to know how you literally changed at heart, though. Cute. Alright. Olivier back in the party. I don't think we need to talk to anybody else, right? That was the lot. Yeah. Cool. Then let's click OK. We might go do a little bit of door hunting today. Just because... let me make sure... Okay, we don't got anything new. I was gonna say, let me go to the map. Because I think we have a star door that we can get to. Yes. Because we've done this one. Have we done all the star doors except for this one? Yes, we did that one here. Let's go here. Might as well, let's knock it out while we can. We've done 100 battles, huh? Now, hold on a minute. Is there anything wild or crazy that I need to do for this one? Nah, we're good. Only then shall the door open. Yeah, we'll open it. Star doors are short experiences, right? Pardon me, I don't remember. Sun doors. Yeah, sun doors were the mini games. We're all in here though. What's up? I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Alright, no fight. Easy peasy. Whose memory is this? Encloses a report on the damage dealt to the former Principality of North Umbria by the Salt Pale. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself. Since we could come in here with any combination of party members, the only person who's ever always required is Kevin. So, I suppose there's a world where Kevin, this is like his star door. Holy City of Ateria, Congregation for Sacraments. Reese Argent is the name on that. I hereby present you, Your Holiness, ever at the side of the goddess. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with clearance to do so. Certain sections of the utmost secrecy have also been blacked out. Progressions of events after the Pale's appearance. July 1st, 1178. There's 1178 and we're at about 1203. Okay. An urgent report came in from the Haliask Cathedral in the then Principality, now estate, of North Umbria in northern Zumeria. It stated that a giant white pillar so tall it appears to kiss the clouds has appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent the report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. By urgent order of the committee, 2 knights of the Growlsritter 8th Dominion, aka Roaring Lion and a squire, both of whom were working on another mission nearby, were dispatched to perform a formal investigation. Pardon me. They hurried to the scene via the 8th Merkaba unit. Please note that the Merkabas had only recently been put to use at this point. They arrived promptly. Is that the name of their airships? I don't quite remember. And at 6:22, this is what they saw. Oh my gosh. It's really like shooting out of the ground. Encloses a photograph of the object now known as the Salt Pale. At this point, however, it was far larger than the term pale would suggest. It was more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of acres into the sky. Yeah, like, look, you can see, like, the tops of, like, the buildings and the churches. Specifically, like, that building right there near the leftmost spike kind of looks like a church or a cathedral. And you can see how massive that thing is in comparison to those tall buildings. We were met with a mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction from the Haliask, or so it appeared at first, till we realized the storm contained not ice, but salt. The object's surface is completely covered with salt, making it impossible to tell what it may actually look like underneath. The surrounding air has become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like snow falling on a tundra. Wow. The spread of that solinification process was startlingly rapid, and the affected area spread in a blink of an eye. By the time the Growlsritter arrived, the entire landscape of the capital had turned to salt, and the lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had already been lost. Yet, the spread did not stop there. What did they do to contain this? A day after the Salt Pale first appeared, a vast carnivorous forest zone north of the capital crystallized and collapsed. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all of the main highways out of the city unusable. Please note that by this point, then ruler Prince Bulmart had already fled the country to a nearby nation, 2 days passed since the Pale's appearance. By this point, in 2 days, roughly half of the entire principality had become a sea of salt. Countless refugees had fled to the southern side of the country because the river Grieve stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pale's appearance, the solinification process stopped at dawn. As a result, the knights were able to advance on the capital of the Haliask with hope of investigating the Salt Pale. That afternoon, they finally reached it. But what they found looked completely different from how the Pale had been before they first arrived in North Umbria. So it was this massive thing before, and then it just became this kind of small item or branch. Pale. In the center of the area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 acre in height. Its surface was no longer blanketed in salt, rather it looked almost as if it had been carved, something had been carved out of it. It is now believed that the pale's mass decreased as the solidifying process had progressed. That, I guess, makes sense. In its smaller state, the pale had lost its power to turn swaths of the country to salt, and its ability to solidify was very much intact. Anything that touched it, even for a millisecond, was instantaneously turned to salt. Wild. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, the Graal's order required the use of the sacred tool, Glipnir, which was delivered to them from the high seat in Arteria, rather. Since then, it has been kept closely sealed away deep within the high seat in Arteria. Still, while recovering, the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success. The damage was already caused, was equally vast and significant. No damage, the surrounding nations was reported, but it resulted in the destruction of 3 of 5 administrative districts in its principality, including its capital. Over a third of the population, along with the travelers from elsewhere, lost their lives. A third of the population. Wild. That's to say nothing of the emotional damage that was caused. Due to its sudden outbreak, the hearts of the North Ambria's people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and religious perspective, the church, swift response from the High Septian Church was all but necessary. The decision was made to dispatch personnel to the region right away. Upon arrival, they set about rebuilding the damaged churches and healing the people and the physical and mental wounds of the people. Those who were left orphaned in the crisis were taken into gospel facilities where they would be cared for until adulthood. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely into Seoul, was placed under the church's control. It has been a restricted area ever since. Huh. I wonder where it came from. What is this? Supplementary. Goodness gracious. Can't read today. Notes. For some reason, my brain saw the word supple and it just kind of stayed there for a second. And I promise you, that's not me being a degenerate. After some time, the country's former leader, Prince Balmut, attempted to rebuild the government, but given that he had fled the country during its hour of need, caring for only himself and not his people, all authority he once had was gone. The following year, the country's people led an uprising against the Principality of North Ambria, and the Principality of North Ambria was no more. Eventually, elections were held and the country became a democracy. That's kind of dope, I guess. And thus, bringing about the birth of the autonomous state we now know of. This was also when the former Principality's armed forces reformed as a vigilante corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the military of said corps considered gathering foreign currency to be the utmost importance. This was how the large-scale Jaeger Corps known as the Northern Jaegers were first established. Oh, that's interesting. So they were established really because of the whole Salt Pail incident. As far as the rest of Zemuria is concerned, or Zemuria, this is where the tale of the Salt Pail ends, but a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the most obvious is where it came from. That's the question I asked. I wonder where it came from. Despite its considerable size of the object that it appeared on the outskirts of the populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory is that its appearance was due to something akin to a spatial translocation, but no hard evidence exists to support this or any other theory. Or assault theory, thanks for watching. Of more importance, however, its positioning is in the teachings of the Septian Church. The Pail is clearly different in nature to artifacts and appears to be more of a fundamental manifestation of the goddess's power of creation, committee reports. Within the limits of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can get to the truth. There are some who have proposed it may be one of the Septarions, but no evidence has been found in legend or scripture to support this belief. Maybe it's like a false Septarion, I don't know. These questions and others need to be answered, answering rather, and the Congregation of the Sacraments continues to study the salt pail to this day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe that the pail should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Adios. It's a crazy gift, and they continue to consider various means of her church to make good use of it. Well, I guess it was used to kill Weisman, so, you know, W. Speaking of, a salt paling bolt. The most realistic of these plans is to use it in the manufacture of a sacred tool used for execution. Parts of the pail are cut away using high pressure water and then surrounded in a cylinder made from salt crystal, allowing them to be fired directly into the target without the user having to make direct contact. Should the bolt successfully make contact with a human target, their whole body would turn to salt, killing them in mere seconds. There are no known means for reversing or stopping the process. This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless with an object we still don't know or understand the true nature of, for one thing. Ooh! Yeah, like what if we advise him with something from the goddess and he becomes like, I don't know, a salt goddess creature or something. I don't know. He's already been like a super creature or whatever, who cares? There are also humanitarian concerns with executing someone in this manner. Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially if you're dealing with a man named Weisman. Still, it does not bear mentioning that should there ever be a case where a target needs to be eliminated without fail, this would be the most surefire way to carry it out. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue the future. Alright, I think that's our door. Appendix. Regarding the aforementioned sacred tool. Okay. Oh, and this is I was gonna say, we haven't gotten to any blacked out information. S something something. Trial use begins of sacred tool, top secret work only. Permission granted to use in the execution rather of probably Weisman. Used in the execution of Weisman fired from bowgun. Results were extremely favorable rather. No damage was caused to the surrounding area. The target was also successfully erased. Erased, wow. The target forgot his first name. Weisman was orphaned by the salt pail when it first appeared. A brief history of blank is as it follows. Joins the Septian Church. Joins the Congregation for the Sacraments as an official. Promoted to bishop. Declared a heretic and excommunicated from the church. And that was in 1195. That's not too far before the events of 1203. Petrify. I mean, that's kind of funny that we would get that. That was just an informational door. And you know what? I kind of very much enjoyed getting information about the salt pail. That's something he just like mentioned in passing and I was like, okay. They got some crazy things. However, it's given me more questions than answers. We had an answer. They expounded on that answer to give me more questions, mostly of where it came from. I don't know. How did it get there? Come on, let's go. Guess I'll find out one of these days. What do we want to do then? I guess we could do Sundoor 3. Maybe. Because Zen can get us to 2 doors, right? Sundoor 3 and the other one. Star Door 4 and Sundoor 3. I mean, hey, let's just... I guess we might just have a door kind of day. We gotta put Zen in the party, so let's first go back to the base area. Zen, I would assume, he just came with decent enough things. Olivier, you can sit out. Okay. Just make sure that he's alright. then. Yeah, he's got the best thing. He might have. I would assume he has the best armor too. Yeah. I guess we could get Chloe some new boots. I'm not trying to spend that much funds, so no, we won't. Where's our support? There you go, Zella. There you go. Let's go to Sendor 3 first. Sure. It's 3 fights. Okay, I don't even really... yeah, I do. I was gonna say, I don't remember getting to this door. Bring me the Fist of Steel, which, nothing in this world can move, then only shall the door open. Yeah, we'll open the door. I didn't save before this. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm crazy. Insane in the membrane. Oh, why would I do that? Okay. At some point, I definitely do need to go and refill my water bottle because it is super empty. Your boy's parched, huh? Okay. I shall bestow to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh. Hey! Never mind, I don't know you. Mysterious gentle friend, huh? Well, that's better than a gentleman, Thomas. Good day to you all. The place you're about to enter is an arena where history's strongest warriors gather and eagerly await new challengers. And today you will have the opportunity to be those challengers. Do what you can to emerge victorious. I feel I must warn you, however, that this is a martial arts tournament like none other. Only the best may compete. The rules are simple. Fight. First, the 4 of you will form one team and step into the arena. There, your team will face off against 3 others, one after another with no breaks in between. As for the rest, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to go along, pick it up as you go along. So, what do you say? Would you be interested in joining us? I would like to save first, so no. Yes, I will be saving. Zen's like, oh, come on, we could have fought those guys. So we need to use True Distend every time. Yes. I have your thing. I got your thing. You want me to punch the door? Zen, go punch the door. But the door's open. Punch it anyway. Okay. Thwack. Thank you, Zen. Ah, you're back, huh? Yes. I'll participate again. I didn't participate the first time. Well, then if you don't mind following me. Okay. Oh my gosh. We've become very anime. There's Estelle. Oh, there's Rain. Alright, well, what are our rules? Alright, sure. Why not? I'll fight somebody. Oh, we're outnumbered. I don't know how I feel. Hello? Hey, Cheerful Host. How you doing? Cheerful's a really weird first name, but hey, I'm not one to judge. It is the moment you've all been waiting for. Tonight, 4 new warriors will be stepping up to the plate and challenging the normal arena. Let's get right to the introductions of our fierce fighters then, shall we? In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church. Standing against him in the red corner is the mysterious team Men in Black. We are the Men in Black. Let the first round begin. Step up and ready your weapons. Ready? Fight! Okay, well. Cool. Well, Joshua gets to go first, so guess we might as well see how tough these guys are. Wonder if they're susceptible to KO. Probably not. Well, these guys are the toughest. Oh, they're susceptible to KO! I mean, since we have it, might as well. Y'all see me KO that guy immediately? That's crazy. I wonder if they're weak to anything. Nothing in particular. True didn't cost 20? Okay. I need y'all to hit Zen. Thank you. You gotta build up your stuff too. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say hit him. Alright, great. He's at 20. It's about time. I mean, since they're all right there. I'm not really concerned about these guys, but I feel like I should be concerned about the next people, so I'm just gonna let y'all do your thing. He can True Destin now, so go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm willing to use my 20% on this guy. Didn't get him. Unfortunate. Man, you have a crit right now. What kind of craft you got? I mean, if we're using the craft.
Let's end this.
And it's gonna crit, yeah. I think I'm just gonna have Joshua keep trying to hit that KO. My guy! My guy! And our... Yeah, I'm not healing. Oh wait, our CP and our EP goes up. But our... I'm sorry, our HP and our EP goes back up, but our CP doesn't. So I should be saving CP for the next battle. We should also heal him now. I mean, that might actually be worth it. I should be saving EP. Yeah, sure. Why not? Josh, you can heal yourself, can't you? Not for a lot. Not where it's worth it. You just strike this guy. Because Chloe can heal you. Might as well do it for 12 grand. Very close. I mean, if there's gonna be a stronger attack, you might as well. I feel like I should probably start attacking that guy. Zen. Zenny boy. Oh, Zenny boy. Oh! Yeah, y'all start wailing away on that guy. Just because he has the most HP. Tragic. Chloe will heal herself. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and heal. Ooh, yeah, heal yourself, huh? Not that it really matters, huh? But like, might as well. Like, we're not also. Ooh, okay. I was gonna say, we're also not like, huh? I mean, I'm still gonna have you try and hit this guy, because he's got the most HP. He's fine. I guess you can also heal. Is Joshua in that? Yeah. Yeah, you hit that guy. You maybe KO this guy. Nice. We hit our 20%. Alright, I was gonna say everybody else can just shoot away. Alright, punch him. Thank you. No, you punch him. Thank you.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Okay, so I'm also just hoping we retain our CP in between the battles. The match is decided. The winner is Father Graham's team. Boom, 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 boom. I hate them, actually. Let's keep up this momentum. First, allow me to introduce those who will be fighting in the second round. In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham. Standing against them, we have adorable but deadly Team Creepy Sheep. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of them quickly, because I don't enjoy them. Why do we wait though? No, we just go first, so why not? Alright, well. We don't have an information course. Yikes. Oh, you should not have been. What did I just do? Why'd I send you out there? They strength up. We're gonna pop that real quick. Cause I could see Chloe getting rocked and Tupac. And she's asleep? Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, sure. She's awake, she's awake. Might as well. Nobody's dead, but just heal everybody. Goodness gracious. Hey, Joshua, do you have anything that's in, like, a area? Yes. Just get all of them in there. Well, you got to survive, huh? Well, she's dead. Oh, oh. We can't do that anymore. Can I hit this guy twice? Yeah, you gotta get hit twice. You missed twice, my dude? You have to true descend, or true descend. We could lose this. We'll be popping that. Oh. Because everybody gets to go again? Yeah, I was gonna say, I gotta hit you. They didn't hit you enough, unfortunately. That one's dead, so that's good. Okay. You do that and live, hopefully. Still have enough for the area, unfortunately. So I'm admittedly going to just try and take the one with the lowest HP out. This one still has so much HP. Did we not hit that guy at all? That's crazy. I don't think we needed this actually, but fine. We should probably go save Chloe, I guess. I'd rather have Father Kevin do that though. Zen, you keep hitting the one that, yeah. Yeah, heal yourself, huh? Then you heal yourself, huh? Nobody else is gonna die from this one sheep, huh? I wonder if we can maybe, like, farm this guy for... Never mind, he's going after Chloe, he's gotta get punched.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Okay, so this could be... That last fight wasn't fun, huh? So this next fight might not be fun either. Oh boy. Is that Gilbert? The final moment is upon us. It's time for the final round. Our challenge will be emerge victorious with one last time. You won't have to wait to find out. We will allow us to introduce our final teams. In the blue corner, led by Father Graham, is the Septian Church Growls Ritter. In the red corner is the Ouroboros affiliated Team Gilbert. Lord have mercy. Why is he back again? Why is he back again? Well... Oh, this is the wrong person. Try and petrify it, actually. I was gonna say, that would be extremely useful. Thinking out loud. You might want to try and, like, instant KO somebody. I don't know why I had you do that. Now she's blind. Oh boy. Heal yourself. Joshua? I really don't want to use these, so I'm not. I'm trying to think. Because I could probably pop him and also get a thing, but... You also can't reach anybody right now, which is unfortunate. You can heal yourself, I guess. Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm gonna try and start petrifying that one then. I wish they would stop coming after Chloe. Like, for real, what's wrong with them? Well, now Joshua's dead. Oh, hey! I remember this move. I wonder if I can confuse these guys. It's a 50-50 shot? Yeah, try and confuse one. It did not confuse. I was gonna say, if I use that, she would be sent so far down. She might be worth doing this to. Because they're probably all gonna... Whoa, didn't expect that, actually. Expected them to both come after her, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, so they resist that. Good to know. Good to know. I think it still might be the best for you to... recover him. Because he's still Joshua, baby. That is to both of them? Go down. Oh, you missed one? Do your thing. Whew! I was gonna say, heal up everybody. Goated. Well, now that I was gonna say, now that I know, ooh, okay, that's fine. You can't hit any of them, so I guess just start to move that way. Oh, thankfully he didn't get that crit. That could have been bad. I think we just want to hit you or you. I was gonna say, let's hit the one that I know that we can kill. Unfortunately. Sure. Oh, you blinded the both of them? L. I really gotta work on your orbments, specifically, Kevin, because your set is bad right now. And try and feint him, why not? That would be funny. We need to hit a Curia on Ursa, on us, to be honest, because we are both. I did not mean to do that. I clicked down one by accident. I guess they're safe. Sure. Oh, you hit them. Good job. Okay. You got Curia. Yes. That's what I want. Let there be light. Let them see. And suddenly I see... Nope, we'll be using a craft on you, Supreme Dual Strike. Always poisons. He resists poison. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. Ouchie. Yeah, do that again. You have some good attacks. Yeah, do that one. Yeah, do that. Oh, can you not reach him? That's crazy. Imagine he was confused. That's crazy. I should have moved him out of the way, but it is what it is. I guess they're both kind of low. Can I heal? Yeah, go ahead and heal Joshua. Well, Joshua could have also moved out of the way. Yeah, whatever. They both lived. What kind of crafts we got? Yeah, hit that guy. Yeah, I was gonna say, you still got
That's that.
the debuff, so I'm just gonna hit you a couple times. There we go. I think that was easier than the creepy sheep. Not for nothing, because at least they didn't lower our stats a whole bunch. The match decided the winner is Father Graham's team. Yeah, you can't see me, dummy. They've done it. Father Graham's team has conquered the normal arena. The normal arena? Congratulations on your victory. That was quite a show of skill. Your matches were a joy to watch. There's but a small token of my appreciation for making such a fine tournament. Physical. Money. Now you've earned the right to challenge the hard arena. You'll still need an invitation to do so. Should you find one, please do come back here. What's the invitation? What's the required item? No, I don't have the required item. So I'm leaving and saving. That's cute though. The little arena. If I wanted to fight Gilbert infinitely, I could. Let me see. So I guess we can go to Star Door 4. Yeah, we're already an hour in. It may just be a door episode. Here's the thing. Chloe's Moon Door is coming up too. So maybe we get started on the Moon Door. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we just do Chloe's Moon Door next episode. I'm unsure. We still have to get the item for it here. Star Door 4. Let's just see how long it is. It could just be like an informational Star Door again. But admittedly, I think I doubt that. You know? Bring to me the man who talks with his fist. Only then shall the door open. Open the door. Suddenly, it's open. But we all didn't walk inside this one, unfortunately. Well, I don't know that yet. This is the walk-in portion. Yes, just then. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Okay. Cool. It's a story. A story. I see. I sort of expected it would only be a matter of time before you return to the Republic. Your mind made up then? Afraid so. I've made the guys over at there rather take care of everything rather without me long enough. Call it an A-rank bracer's duty to his peers and the society, I guess. Well, I suppose when you put it that way, I do wish you could stay here a while longer, but if that's your decision, I'll respect it. So when are you planning on returning? Well, there's no point in lingering here any longer than I have to now that I've made up my mind to leave. So honestly, I was thinking about tomorrow. Think you could arrange a ticket for Calvar to me? Well, certainly. You're not planning to go and visit Kilika first, though? I thought you'd want to. That was a part of the original plan, but she won't have any of it. Surprise, surprise. Her stance is, if you're going to waste time coming to see me, use it to go back to Calvard earlier and get some work done. Ha! Very well, that sounds like Kilika to me. That doesn't sound like a position you'll be able to talk her out of, huh? It's no big deal, though. I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again. Unless I die. Ha 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 ha. I suppose that's very true. I'm not sure there's anything in Zemuria, rather, that could keep you two apart forever. Ha. It feels like that to me sometimes, too. Haha. Well, regardless, I won't keep you any longer. So that's one ticket to Galvard for tomorrow, coming right up. Unless... sorry, let me just get this. Yes, this is the Grancel branch of the Bracers Guild. Ah, yes. Yes? He is here as we speak, actually. Zen? Something up? It's Ambassador Concranch from the Calvardian Embassy. She'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. What? I'd love to. He was like, is this a date? 2 days later. They got him to stay for another 2 days. And Kilika's coming? This place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere is so relaxing. It certainly is. Maybe because it feels so familiar to our hometown. Still, Ambassador Conkrantz had me going for a while. When I first heard about this whole trip, I thought it was just going to be the two of us here. Oh my, you look almost disappointed that it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave if I'm getting in the way of your dream date with her. Kilika, stop. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you. Oh, this is going to tell us the story. Probably of Kilika getting that invitation. It's you she wants to talk to, not me. This meeting might as well not be happening if you're not here. It never takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? She has really soft eyes when she wants to. It's beyond you to Is it beyond you, rather, to play along a little? Gah. You just can't help but mess with people, can you? With you in charge of the Zeiss Guild, I'm amazed it still has any bracers left. Correction. I can't help but mess with you. I don't dare do this with anyone else. I was gonna say, Zen, you are putting your foot in your mouth. Would you be happy if that were true? Hell no. Ah, you've arrived. I mean, she's kind of cute. I like her glasses. I was trying to remember exactly what Conkrantz looked like. I was like, I don't know if that's Zen's type. I've been around Zen enough to not know his type, but to, you know, understand his type. I've seen what he goes after. Regardless. Hey, Ambassador Conkrantz. Thank you for inviting us here today. Is something the matter, Zen? You seem oddly flustered. Me, I'm fine. You're just imagining things. Who could blame him, Ambassador? After all, he's a man on a hot spring with two beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Kilika. Haha, I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. This water bottle's still empty, but... Alright. Maybe I was wrong about Conkrantz. Is she a MILF? We'll get there. Huh? Alright, I suppose that's enough joking around. We should go get our dinner. Miss Mao is going to be making tonight's food herself by the sounds of it. There's serious discussions that can wait until after that. Yes, that sounds fantastic. Likewise. Why am I here? As Zen. I'm not sure. Who knows, huh? Look at that wine, though. So there's gonna be a new intelligence agency set up in Calvard, huh? That's right. So I wonder if the future games with arcs in Calvard will see Kilika. Because at the very least, hey, that's a familiar face. We'll see. That's right. It's going to be known as the Rocksmith Agency. Ooh. And as the name suggests, it's going to be an organization that answers directly to the president. Really now? I see. I presume that is so the parliament can't have any influence over its operations, correct? Perhaps this new agency's best advantage is that it's separate from all those issues and vices. The last thing we need is an organization like this suffering from a parliament's failures to make prompt decisions or general ineptitude. Or being run the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged rather few. That does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. Kind of like what happened with the ID here, kind of not a privileged few, but kind of a privileged few. We're never going to be able to compare it to the Empire's Intelligence Division or Liberal's old one if the Parliament is at all involved. Quite. It's already difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity. If that ain't something worth a write down in the quote book, I guess it's just the fate of countries that take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Honestly, I think the thing that surprises me most is that the president's actually being proactive for once. He's always struck me as a real conservative type, so this isn't the kind of thing that I thought he'd go for. That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising that he would choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got a threat of a rapidly expanding Erebonian empire. While within, we have terrorists and extremists. And to make matters worse, we have the enigmatic society on the loose. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that as well as anyone. Indeed. In the times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of new and unforeseen threats. Alright, I think my introduction to the matter has gone on long enough. It's about time I get to the point. Oh yeah, you've got something you need to specifically talk to Kilika about, right? It's time to put one and one together. So, what position in the agency are you here to offer me? What? Ha! I love a sharp mind, Kilika. Your instincts are, of course, dead on. We think your talents would make you perfectly suited to join the agency and are eager for you to be a part of it. That's why you will be offered a position of Division Chief. Dang, should you decide to join. And that's something the President Rocksmith has proposed himself. Wow. What led you to being the one to bring this to Kilika anyway? A fair question, I suppose. Ordinarily this would be a scout's work, but I've known the president on a personal level for quite some time now, so he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally. That makes sense. Then what was his reasoning for wanting me? Surely you know that without asking, or do you want to hear it said anyway? Naturally, your masterclass Taito skills are one reason for you being selected by the president, but above all, he wants you for your exceptional analytical and information handling abilities that you've shown in your position in the guild. Those are just what the new agency is going to require if it's needed to succeed. Well, I can't say this doesn't make it doesn't all make sense to me, rather. I'm more dumbfounded that you'd attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active bracer like this. That takes some nerve, huh? Haha, well, I do think rather highly of you. I thought you would be able to mediate without letting such trivial matters cloud your judgment. Still, what do you think, Kilika? I'm not asking for your answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. Well, it's certainly an interesting proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. But you have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well... It's rare that you find it difficult to make quick judgments, but with such a big decisions to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night and think long and hard about it. It was so you could do so that I booked a room here tonight. I'll ask you for your answer again tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Of course. Oh, and one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as a simple guild receptionist just isn't going to let you use your abilities to the fullest. Well, a pleasant night to the both of you. Huh. Well, she's out here thinking alone. I wonder what's holding her back. Oh, hey Zen, what are you doing here? Hopefully not holding anybody back. You're rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already? Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour. Oh. Man, it's not often to see you looking, this deep in thought. I suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision, but I need one last push to take it. Oh, right. Still, being here like this with you really takes me back. Hard to believe it's been 6 years now since Master Ryuga's passing. Sounds like you went through a hell of a journey between then and joining the guild too. You could say that. Going on a journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately though. In reality, it wasn't quite as organized as that. I simply drifted from place to place before ending up drawn to one point where I settled. Much in a way that a leaf fell from a tree ends up floating down the river. Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back? Ha, no, I still haven't. Still, I do feel as though I've found a conclusion of sorts. And what's that supposed to be? Say, Zen. Why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with? I was gonna say, she can go. So why did she? Huh. Because you didn't want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Volter? I wouldn't say, I wouldn't follow us either, rather, if I were in your shoes. Haha. Not quite all, though I am not going to deny that the two of you are idiots. Hey, that was the one part I did want you to deny. I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology my father advocated. I still believe that being able to better oneself through combat while your opponent does the same is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, I couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets when the time to pass away came. Nothing has changed within me in that regard since the days we trained together. Yet with father dead and Volter gone, I couldn't help but wonder. Wonder whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in search of one. And as I roamed, I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time that I did. That was how I came to encounter Liberal's guild. They had arrived to quell one of those conflicts. Something about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians above all else, made me feel that perhaps working under them may give me my answer. So that's what led me to start working for the guild. But even then, I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely. The nature of humanity means that as long as we exist, conflict will never cease. Dang. Hate that, but yeah. Instead, what's important is to not blindly preaching idealism, but preaching ideals while keeping a firm eye on reality of how to quell conflict. Master Ryuga's words, have never left me, nor have they left me. But all the same, I've been looking away from reality all this time. Oh, come on now. You know full well that's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all, end-all of quelling conflict. That's not what I'm trying to say. All these years, I haven't been trying to walk on my own 2 feet, not at all. I've just been using trying to find a new way to live by Father's living fist ideology as an excuse to stand still, all while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I might be the biggest failure of Father's students. I might not agree with the path Volter took, but he, like you, has chosen his own path and started walking forward along it. The two of you have been facing up to the living fist ideals of Father and slowly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality, and I haven't. I've been standing still this whole time. Alright, I get it. That is unfortunate. Oh, but it's apparently the biggest load of crock I've ever heard. You've been walking forward just like we have. In what way? It's just the path you've been walking has been one for others rather than yourself. The river you think you've been helplessly drifting through, you're actually been building a bridge so others can easily cross it behind you. That is fair. That is the power of information. When the road is hard, you soften the ground so your fellow guildmates have an easier trek. There's no shame in your way of the living fist, as it's as true as mine and Walter's. Hehe. Are you trying to comfort me? Sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is this. You know? As a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times, it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stopping you from seeing things you otherwise could. So try and relax a little, alright? Just a little. And if you do, I bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't see before. That's really good advice. Say Zen. What is it? Would you be happy if I returned to Calvard? Well, what brought that on? It doesn't matter, just answer the question. Oh, okay. If I had to pick, I guess I'd rather you be home, yeah. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. I decided I'm going to accept the president's proposal. What? Just because of what I said? Don't misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills. Okay. Cute, real cute. Here we are. Ah, that was the best night's sleep I've had in some time. Hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well. I know I did. I'm feeling very refreshed, thank you. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position in a new environment even. But then, I would like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Oh, name it. While I am willing to join the president's new agency, I am not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs rather. As such, if I should end up feeling the slightest doubt about how the agency itself is being run, I will do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using every means at my disposal. I think that's what she wanted to hear. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him that I accept his offer. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. I think he may as well be encouraging you to take the reins, right? I believe he chose you, expecting you to fulfill the role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in the guild, an organization which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. That's no mean feat. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. That's crazy. Ha! I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I'll need to get things ready for my successor rather, so I won't be able to return to Calvard for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work until then. That's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Cool. So she's here for 2 or 3 months. How long was this after the original game? I don't quite remember. I feel like I feel like I know and then I don't know and then I know and then I don't know again. Is something on your mind? Oh, I was just thinking what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for your successor, right? Yeah, I did. What of it? Well, I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Calvard right now, too. It doesn't sound as though there's anything so urgent that I need to be there now. What did y'all do last night? I digress. So I was thinking maybe I could stay here for the next few months while you get things sorted out before I head back. You can't be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here in Liberl with me. Go back to Calvard. You don't have to be so cold. It's me, you know. Hehe. Well, it's the truth. We'll end up spending enough time together when, whether we like it or not, when I'm home. You don't need to go out of your way, to make more now, rather. Well, you win. There's no need to rush things. Zen? What are you standing there for? Oh! Sorry. You could say that before you start walking off on your own, though. Fair enough. I like those two. That should be it, right? Yeah. Journey's End. We kinda got yin yang! Yeah, I was gonna say, we kinda got a Kilika side story. That was more of a Kilika story than it was a Zen side story. Which I appreciated, admittedly. Okay. So that's all the doors I think we can do right now. I'm gonna split, get some water, and I think I'm going to play for another like 40 minutes to an hour. That'll definitely be enough to get what we need for Chloe's door, I assume. But I think the biggest thing is that I will be trying to... We will probably be saving Chloe's door for next time. Which I think makes sense. We'll, like, get some of this plane done. And, you know, like, looking at it, because, you know, you see all of the circles. It looks like we just have plane 4, 5, 6, and 7 left. Which is interesting, but it is what it is. Alright. Where do I need to go? I need to go to the base area because I don't want my boy here in the party. Love Zen, but don't want him in the party right now. It'll be real. Alright. So, Zen, you hop out. Ollie, you hop in. Just because I've missed you, my boy. Let me... We just got Ollie in. We can stick a quartz on him. We could... I don't think we need a... let me look. You have the haze. Ollie, I feel like I'm gonna try and just stick an information on you. Do we have another information? No. Yin Yang has a lot of blue value, actually. Like 5 and then 2 and 2. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, then I'm snatching this. I'm sorry, Reese. If you're gonna be, you know, around, just I'm not even gonna say she's like flip flopping, but like, you know, I need this information cord. So I think it's, yeah, I think it's important. That being said, let's just go. I don't know which part of this area we went to. Not the part that I want to go to. No. There. The regroup area is where I wish to go. This is where we left off. And this is to the next plane. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place we're going until we step inside, though. Or what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. I'm tingling with excitement. Oi, we'll have to be sure we're ready before we go moving on. Alright, well, let me get this moon door. I'm sorry, this thing real quick. Entrance exam results. So that's Chloe's thing. Once again, I think we probably should do that the next episode. I guess. Just so I'm saving time. So let's go and start this thing, see if we can... We might even get somebody new by the time that we go to the next area. And for the 33 of those years, rather, I hated the damn place. He snapped between chewing cuts of lamb. After swallowing, he added, "Who's going to run it? I ain't sure. And you aren't, and you're no carpenter, rather." Fair enough. So... I feel like we've done a pretty good job of opening most of the chests in this game as well. Which is cool. I think we've done a pretty good job. That being said, I'm going to pause. I'm going to go refill my water, and we're going to go for probably another hour, 40 minutes to an hour, because we're about an hour and a half right now. Okay. Yeah, let's see what's up. Okay, I did not mean to run directly in there, but here we are. We have the forest. I wonder if this is going to be the training grounds. That's the first foresty place that comes to mind. Where are we now? Nowhere have I ever been before, judging from where I'm standing. Oi, look over there. This is the training grounds. Yeah. Yeah, now I see it. Lelonque. Lelocne? Something like that? Heh. Now that's what I call a fine view. I wonder if Estella's here. That would make sense. Or Annalise. Well, this is a lot prettier than the first plane, at least. This must be another real place that's being recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Most likely, yeah. Just where is it though? Somewhere in Liberl? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. Oh, my best guess would be somewhere along the Crone Mountains, but the air suggests otherwise. Oh. Huh? Huh? What's the Bracers Guild emblem doing here? Looks like this really isn't a place that exists in Liberl. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. That seems to settle the matter then. This must be a recreation of a place in another country. Would you look at that? The answer was right under our noses the whole time. It was? Lilaka? This is Lilakal Training Grounds. Huh? I know that name. Wasn't the training camp Estelle went to a while back? You know, like last year with Annalise? That's the one. It's a guild-owned facility located in Le Mans State. I've never been there myself, though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Le Mans State is quite the distance away from Liberl. Yeah, it is. It's even further away from both Erebonia and Calvard. But you know, I may not have a clue about how a place like Le Mans ended up being created here or why. But if our enemies did it, they must have a reason for doing so, right? Heh, I knew you'd catch on. What was that? That sounds like fight music. We got company, guys. Oh no, what are the things up there? I suppose beastman would be the best term for these things. Well, yeah, that's a beastie man. Not Beast Boy from the Teen Titans, though. This is probably what your next destination is the Path of Beast was referring to. Another mystery solved. Watch out, there's a lot of them. This could get ugly. Is it actually just 6? Okay. Hey, don't be pouncing at me. Thank you for not pouncing at me. Come on. Yeah, we'll be true cloak and daggering. These guys are probably weak. Can call for aid. Hate that. And these guys, poison. Nope, not here for poison. Oh, you didn't get your instant KO, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to pay attention to affinities. We could use... What about you guys? I think y'all are the same. Oh, these guys actually aren't that strong at all. And Ollie, we haven't used you at all. Take your shot. Hey, that's what I wanted to see. I'm sorry, he did what? With love. We don't need it, but Joshua does. I'd like to just finish it. Thank you. He's gonna die. He didn't die! That's crazy. I mean, I would like for him to get the experience for this, so heal yourself for 2500, I guess. Oh, he's still so far away. Heal him even more. He's still gonna die. He might not die, actually, because we could do this. No, not this, this. And then you could actually heal him. Might as well do it all the way. Since you go right afterwards. He's not gonna die. She could die, to be honest. Yeah, go save Joshua. That attack kind of sucks. Sure. Oh. I don't think I meant to do that. But it wouldn't have hit anyway, so I don't know if I care too much, I was gonna say, he's almost gone anyway. You actually probably do need a heal, since you're poisoned. You... just shoot this guy. Yeah, we should just regular attack out at this point, to be honest. You help her out. He doesn't need help. And one more shot. There we go.
99.
Oh, they give a decent amount of experience, at least for now. And a decent amount of items. Yeah, y'all better back up. Fleeing to fight another day, huh? They're smart little devils. Devils do seem to be a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder if these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you. I can't pretend to be an expert on the monsters of Le Mans rather, but they seem pretty smart not to be this smart. I'm pretty sure rather they're not this smart. Oi, it looks like this plane is going to pose a real challenge. Here she comes. Where's my Rubik's Cube? I moved it while Pilot was, I was changing Pilot's water. I don't know. That's unfortunate. Did it fall down? Unfortunate. If I had my... And this is where I'd hold up my Rubik's Cube. If I had it! You've done well to come this far. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals for you to overcome. If you overcome them all, the next path will open up. On this day, take that! What is this? The ghost handed them a map of Lalacal. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's goal is your... Awesome. Is our despair? Well, she sure didn't stick around long. She's probably got so little power left now, it's difficult for her to show herself to us. So it seems it must be a frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah, a map. Okay, it looks like the map kinda sucks. It looks like the lodge is in the top right here. So there's this Bowstar Channel place to the left of it. Maybe that's the ordeal she mentioned, or at least one of them. Ah, she mentioned there being 3 of them, but there is only one place that could fit the description marked on this map. I wonder where the other 2 could be. From what I see, the road leads to them. The ones, rather, that just seem to stop all of a sudden. But this plane is most likely rather has its own rules we need to follow. If we follow those roads, there's a big chance we'll find nothing at the end of them. Unfortunately. But those are the cards we've been dealt. Let's just try heading over to the Ballstar Channel and see what comes of it. Hey, screw the rules. I'm going into here first. I'm sure there's a door in here somewhere. Or one of these. So probably new items. So yep. Invisible Bell. That's kind of dope. Yeah, everybody gets new stuff. I mean, we have enough for everybody's new stuff. And this is close. So, alright. But we probably don't have enough for everybody's new... I guess we can start selling some stuff, actually. Ah, forget about it. Where's armor? Down here. Bracer's coat. Yeah, I guess we could buy some Bracer's coat stuff. That's $4 grand. Maybe we'll find some butter stuff. Huh? Alright, so up here. I would assume one of these is probably an Estelle door. We'll be taking that. Freezing meatballs. Huh? Empty? No, my friend. I'm filled with artisan-style voidness. Huh? No voidness for us, thank you very much. Mind 4. Mr. Tittles, hate that name, looks up with you in an annoyed expression. You disturbed his nap. And now he's coming for your soul. I did want to give Joshua potentially this physical. I think there might be a better person to give physical. Oh, receives less physical damage but more magical damage. I don't know if I like that actually. We give our boy Mind 4 if we really wanted to. Has 8 water? Yeah, sure, why not? No door here. Carnelia bracelet. Oh! Will write flavor text for food. I think this is the room. This isn't our room. I think Estelle stayed in this room. Okay, well, here we are. Luck. 50 years later, the dangling Heath-O-Tron swung limply in Hideko's house, forgotten and neglected. It had been purchased 50 years before, purely on Sato's recommendation. There's no doors in here, and that kind of surprises me. Huh. Oh, I remember this thing, too. I remember when they broke that phone. Okay, well. Sure. Before we go, let's go ahead and equip our new weapons. One to here. I feel like there's an optimize button, and I just don't know where it is. We're probably gonna bring you around a lot, so you can have... Oh, that's nice, actually. Probably also peek at that. We're gonna have a lot of poison, so do we have any that are just prevent poison? Not on us, it doesn't seem like. That sucks. I'm gonna actually give you this, because I prefer you not to have your attack stuff down. I prefer you not to get poisoned. So we're gonna give you no... Ooh, maybe I don't want you to get sealed. That might be a better shot for you. You don't have anything, so we'll give you something. Prevents death blows, and... Sure. Kevin, what do you have? I also probably should have given everybody their stuff. I think I did, actually. I might not have done Ollie. I think I got distracted for Ollie. Alright. Great. Let's save here. And let's move out. So. Surprised there was nothing there. Regardless, we'll just take a step down here. You have haze on. So. I guess we'll just go to the channel. I guess. Sure is dark here. Still, I guess you can't expect much in the way of light from a staircase leading to an underground waterway. From what I've heard, this used to be an old ruin until the Bracers Guild repurposed it as a training area. Yeah! You might not be able to expect much light, but I would have preferred to be a little cooler than this. My ever-so-fashionable attire is getting covered in sweat. It is pretty damn hot. That weird rumbling sound I hear is bugging me for a while, too. Actually, I think we're almost at the end, so maybe it'll cool down in a second. You know, I don't think this is how it was when we were down here. What in the world? Oh, this certainly explains the heat. Call me an optimist, but I doubt this is how the place normally is. Let me write this one off as our enemy's work. Yeah, I think that's a safe assumption to make. Which means we're really going to need to proceed cautiously. Am I? I mean, I can never walk into the water anyway. Unless there's like things that'll lower my health. Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo. Alright, well I still feel that was pretty safe, huh? Might as well get a little action going on here. Alright, so it's just Snail. Oh, you know, I should probably give... Okay, well... Maybe I should read about him. And splits when hurt. Oh, so he is the flame snail, and he'll just split up. Alright. Well, let's spit some water at him. I don't think he needs any more than a couple aqua bleeds, to be honest. Oh, but we go after him. So you just hit him, actually. You might be able to aqua bleed. No. You just hit him and you hit him too. He's probably gonna split. That's fine. You have something that impedes, right? Correct? I keep thinking you do, but apparently you don't. That's fine. Chloe, you're gonna live. Huh? Yeah, she lived. She hurt a little bit, but she's fine. This may have been a mistake. Just go ahead and heal the homie. I half expected him to split again. That's fine. Aqua bleed him. We're done here.
That's that. Let's move out.
Okay. Yep. I kind of remember this place actually. Yeah, we'll move it to the. Move it this way first. Beastie Boys. Turn around, Beastie Boy. Got him. Never mind. I thought I had y'all. Thought I got you from behind. Turn around. You son of a gun. Okay. No. Get out of here. I'm gonna hit you from behind. You know what? Let me be good. Let me be not a fool. So I can start learning some more of these recipes. I'm gonna get Cure's KO. Well, no, I don't think I want that. That should be used in case of emergency. Although knowing it and being able to cook some of them, we'll use this one. There you go. Well, let's go right first. We just open this bridge. Well, that seems like the right way to go. No. We're going left first. Yeah, I hate that I can't just do a clean swap to the other side. To the other side. Once you reach the other side. Alright, well, I'm comfortable saying I'm never gonna hit these guys from behind, apparently. It is what it is. Get a bunch of spears on them. Good shot! Art, you go and use the area with the rocks. Not that one, not that one, this one. That costs 32? I feel like it shouldn't cost 32, but it is what it is, sure. Yeah, no, we should just be regular shooting them, I think.
Well, that takes care of that.
Well, I guess Joshua was low anyway, but I think he just leveled up. Did he just level up? Am I tripping? Was that him? It was him. Great. So I need to do this anyway. Does that make the chest disappear? I don't know. But now I almost feel like this is the right way. And I feel like I'm having incredible deja vu. You son of a gun. Is it always 5? Nah, forget y'all. Screw you, Beastie Boys. I just want this chest. Heat-resistant boots. Didn't Sunday school teach you not to steal? I bet you were one of those kids who slept through lessons. Okay, so... is the lava going to actually be a problem? Resist heat, cutting damage received by walking on lava by 75%. Oh my gosh, so are we going to actually have to walk on lava? Okay, well that was on me. Alright, banish that idiot. Well, you be gone. Yeah, we're just normal attacking. There's no reason to not just normal attack these guys. Unless there's 5 of them. Yeah, I don't want that smoke. At least not if I'm attacking second. Turn around. Thank you. Alright, now... you also have some regular water attack. You also do, since we have the initiative, you hit that one. Olivia, you shoot that guy. Goner. Goner. And Goner. Okay. I'm kind of used to these water sewers now. Thank you. UF Pie. I am content without my contents. I think that's cute. However, I don't know, this feels like the right way to go. So I'm going back. And I will be real, I think I did this exact same thing before. The very same thing. I just don't like the idea of having to walk on lava. Of course, it's 5, huh? It's always 5, huh? Now hold on. I could steal this, probably. No. Okay, Josh was gonna give me the one who gets the death blow. I was like, who's getting the death blow? Alright, well they're all dead. It doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. Well, they're at 10, so whatever. Alright.
Nicely done.
Don't love death blow. I can see how it can be useful, but I can also see how it could be not useful. More heat-resistant boots. Don't spend it all in one place. Run along now. I'm sorry. There's enemies in there? Don't love that. This is gonna lower the lava level. Just like it lowered the water level. Yep, and that'll allow us to go down. That way. I'd like to not do that, though. Do you think we can get 4 sets of heat-resistant boots? So that's the right way to go. I think the other way opens a chest. Which is probably what we should be doing. come on, move it to the left. Wow, a chest, huh? Who made this place, huh? And why do they want us to have so many puzzles? What did I just do? Whatever. Unfortunate that you two are both gonna have to be wearing these boots, but you are the two most important people. Oh, that wasn't actually all that bad. Yeah, pop those back on. Does this lower even more, or does this raise it? Oh, well that's... Well, look at that. Whoop-de-doo. Wish I could open it from up here. Aha, got you. Fool. And it's just the one. Alright, who's gonna hit first? Everybody's got a little aqua bleed. This man's gonna not aqua bleed, he's gonna fire bleed. One for you. Oh, it's gonna be Joshua, so you just do that. That's fine. It does not matter. Oh! Joshua did not get the KO. Wow. Alright, well, let's go open some things, huh? EP charge. There's nothing left. There is nothing left in this chest, mon ami. Are you sure? Très sure. Reviving Balm. Congratulations, you're the second adventurer to open this chest. There is, this is why there's nothing left in it. Well, I was actually the first and the second. More heat-resistant boots. Judge a dungeon not by the color of its textures, but by the contents of its treasure chest. I like that. Because it's based on an actual quote. We will pop one of these. Pop one of these. Just give everybody some boots. Because we are gonna have to walk over to this. Trying to see if there was anywhere else that I should or could, not more, less could, more should walk. No, I don't think so. And what did we get from that chest? I don't even know if I looked. I know we opened it, I just don't know if I looked at what it was. Not for nothing. Equip. No. He must have had trekking gear. And you should, I guess, instead take the trekking gear. I guess we'll just need to get some new boots for everybody. We'll go back here. Alright, the real question is everything else set in the way that I left it? I would guess yes. But I guess we'll find out soon. Well, you go way after them for some reason, so whatever. You don't, so you'll be using your thing on this guy. You should also go pretty quickly, so you'll be using this on whichever one is still alive. I was gonna say, I think you'll be able to... Okay, so it's only Joshua who can't one-shot. And that's just because his magic is not the best in the world right now. I need to come back here, swap us back to the original, swap us back this way, to the left, to the left, to the left, everything you own in the box to the left, in the closet, something, something, if I bought it, please don't touch. Yo. Accidental preemptive attack because I for sure was not prepared. You to you to you. To you. To you. To whichever one. And Ollie, just take a shot. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Alright.
Nicely done.
Very good. Nicely done indeed. So weird hearing Chloe without her accent. To you. Hello. Oh, there's more of this dungeon area? Like, part of me definitely wants to finish this little area off. I guess we'll have the time to. We gotta get a preemptive on these guys. Yeah, now I feel comfortable doing this. In fact, I am actually gonna run with you. You two will be using your Aqua Bleeds on these two, because you can both KO. You'll get a critical on this guy and he'll be dead. And 1, and 2. I thank you. Most excellent. Alright, so if we keep on keeping on, there's a lever there. A chest will probably appear here. And you know what? I'd be willing to bet that this lever that we can already get to, maybe it doesn't. Left is gonna give us a chest. Right's gonna open the bridge. I would guess. More boots. Dragon Tree Jumpsuit. Oh my. Do not store children or other living creatures in this chest. We'll see about that. Hey, you can have it, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? High resistance. Nice. Ooh, we'll be able to lower this and walk on the lava. That's not the answer I love, but we're here. Move it to the left. Yeah, because left is the wrong way. Right is the correct way. Because that'll give me that path. There's another area to walk this way. I mean, you're so close anyway.
Let's end this.
Get the 4 of them. Joshua, you take out one of the 2 that's going to be attacking. Chloe, how soon do you go? This will go after all of them. Well, we might as well just Stone Impact and we'll see what happens. It's just the one. Tragic. I'm gonna say heal yourself. Just because I think they're both gonna attack you. And then you to there. And then we might as well arts heal Joshua. No, we shouldn't arts heal Joshua. You can hit him. Or are you gonna... No. He's alive! I was certain he was a goner. I was sure he was a dead man, but here we are. Kevin leveled up and nobody else did, which is not the ideal situation, but it is what it is. Fragrant juice. Joke's on you, this treasure wasn't tax deductible. No! Alright, so this will lower the lava. Yippee skippy. Why would we ever want to raise it back up? Right, I want to come this way, because I just opened this bridge. Because there's a chest here. That's all the... Oh, we can have a whole party of heat resistant boosts now. That's what I wanted. Would you like a coffee? By the way, that was a rhetorical question. So I assume you don't have coffee for me. You son of a gun. Yeah, sure. A shot for you. A shot for you. And a shot for you. Yes, because I assumed. Joshua, you take out that one. Chloe still should be able to take out this one. And you should be able to take out that one. Son of a gun. Thank you, Ollie. I didn't account for missing. Father Kevin. Alright, so we're coming back this way. I feel like we should fight one of those big worm things. I guess. There's also a chest right there. So we're gonna equip everybody with these boots. Yes, and... Yes, and... Yes. And... Yes. And... Okay. We're about to walk into this lava, so we probably should heal people up. We got a bunch of these ones. Let's just pop them. Oh, you can take a couple of these. Joshua just healed up to full. Kevin is also pretty much at full. I remember these guys. I think. I wish I wasn't going first. Or rather, I wish I was going later. I'd like to steal that death blow. If at all possible. You feel? You feel? Yes. Yes, I was gonna say that will steal it. Yeah! Yeah, I remember these guys. We have fought them before. I was like, I remember these guys and I don't think I liked them. A lot of them at once kind of sucks. What I will do, however, is shoot water at you. Hey, Chloe, show them what you're made of. You son of a gun. I'm gonna scream. I can't believe she missed that. Platinum Pain, oh, that sounds dope. Confuse him. Did it work? It worked, that's funny. I mean, if he's confused, does the quake still hurt us is the real question? You know? I think that's all I really want to know. A free confuse is really nice, actually. I might... Yeah, Ollie, we were gonna have to talk, because that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Cancels arts and crafts. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, well... Okay, then. Well, now my friend has nobody else to attack, so he might attack us. He did. Oh, poor guy. Hit him. There we go. Alright, we gotta level up there. We got a whole bunch of... We're getting a whole bunch of res this time because, you know, they're very red and lava creatures. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, there's a door over here. Gimme. Attack 4. Oh gosh, I usually only open it up to my therapist. That's kind of funny. Do I need to cross the lava to get to this door? I do. And I have to walk all the way around. Son of a gun. Whose door is this? The girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Only then shall the door open. The girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Porque no los dos. There is a thing back here. Gimme. Feather brooch. Chest will remember that. Oh my gosh, we're in a Telltale game now. We're doomed. We can go this way. This is probably a way where some other things are. I feel like there will be a chest there. EP charge? Uh-oh. Oh, you found my treasure! What, do you want a metal? Perhaps in another chest? I thought that thing was gonna run right into Ollie. Glad it didn't. Okay, so we want to go right first. Because I assume it's gonna open up a chest in that one spot. Correct. I figured. Then we'll go left to bring the bridge back. I really don't think that it did this in the past, right? Just randomly spawn chests when we went the wrong direction? At least I don't think it did. It could have. It's been a long time since we've been in here. Hello. Okay, Kaiser Knuckles. That's not who not what we need, but it's fine. I'm glad I'm not a pirate chest. Those are usually buried underground. Tee hee hee. I wanted to get a checkpoint, but I guess that is technically a checkpoint, that door. But that door is the worst checkpoint of all time because I have to cross lava to get to it. Or to get back on the path. So we won't be doing that. What I do want to do is, since I believe this is probably going to be a place where we might need to fight, I'm going to put our boots back on. One for you. One for you. One for you. And one for you. We're gonna get some better boots, I guess. Eventually, we'll also save. Because I expect... Oh, yeah, okay, no, this is exactly what I wanted. Because we've been going for about 44 minutes. Restore our HP EP. And we should have earned some funds. No, but we should be able to sell some of this Sepith. And honestly, some of this. I'm okay selling like 200 of each of these. And we should probably shop. We all got weapons, and we can probably get, I guess, 3 pieces of armor. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's gonna cost me 10 grand. I'm okay with getting 3 of these. Now we're poor again. We'll get hit less hard, I guess. You don't need that, but you need the boots that I... you can keep the boots that I just... It's fine. We need this boot. And this suit. This boot. And this suit. And this suit. And this boot. Alright. Hopefully... we won't have any more lava walking to do. Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like we should be getting to a point where there is a battle or set of monsters. Annalise! What's she doing here? She gonna have some dull eyes? Yep, sounds about right. It's another Grimoire, not the real thing. It's like she's completely lifeless. Well, at least that means we don't need to hold back to avoid hurting her. Let's do this. Okay, really does... I'm trying to think. I don't remember what his S-Craft does. I just remember it being not super duper great. She don't got that much, but they got poison, so. Are we gonna have to fight a Wiseman Grimoire? That could be a possibility. Once again, I assume you guys are gonna resist KO, but like in case. He'll be alright. Yeah, he was alright. That's hilarious. Yeah, he'll be fine. Mrs., you're dang right he will be. Weaken her. Hey, you know what? Can these things be confused? It's worth a shot. Confuse that thing. You have a crit, so I am going to try. Oh boy. That guy's within range. Sure. Take a shot. Was not that great, but it is what it is. I just want to see if Ollie can confuse one of them. This is 40. We'd still be able to do. There you go. Please, please. Dang, I knew it. It was worth a shot. You don't impede anybody, so that's unfortunate. You just move out of the way of this, I guess, and get closer to the action. You will now have the opportunity to... Nope. I guess do that. And you just get out of the way. Yeah, she's at 200%, we'll save hers, I guess. No, I'm okay with him continuing to Evil Eye, that's alright. And you know what, sure, you can pop a... Pop something. Yeah, you can hit them all again, I guess. Why not? Actually, you didn't do it the first time. You don't have a ton of great crafts, but you got good arts, but I'm not sure if most of them are really that... Oh, she's almost dead. Just shoot her once. Sorry, Annalise is not right. How embarrassing. I forgot that that would happen. This is not our first rodeo. Do the thing again. Oh, we missed her? What's wrong with y'all? Good job. Oh, you know what? I need to weaken her again. He'll be alright. Right, poison. Did she miss again? That's funny. Yeah, I should have waited to let him do a 200%, but I don't want to really worry about trying to heal him. There we go. Good. We love ourselves our evil eyes. Now I can do that. Oh, you're about to crit? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're about to crit, you might as well hit. And I guess you can come back here. Hey, y'all, just mess her up. Just mess her up, y'all. It's about to just be team mess her up. Oh, she's alive? That's unfortunate. I mean, sure. Joshua's still a little low. He's fine. That's fine. Do your little tackle tornado, whatever. So now you should just turn into one of those things. I mean, might as well. At this point, that other thing will die, and I think everybody dies at that point. They were both low. Yep. Yeah, Annalise, still not impressive. Hey, good level up. Oh, we got a bunch of wind. Oh, because she's kind of windy. I wonder if we get a Annalise. I assume so. Ceiling stone. Whew, that wraps that up. I wonder if we get Estelle from this route too, or from this plane. That's what I kind of felt when they forced us to have Joshua. I thought it was both a good way to like confront Kevin about being a phony, but also to force Joshua into the getting Estelle part. Make him a required person for this mission. Sure it does, but no prize for guessing who's in the ceiling stone either. Let's head back to the base and let her out. Does it force us to go back? No, it doesn't. Oh, well, there's nothing left to do, so. Crimson Eye. I see you enjoy finding empty spaces. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's literally nothing else to do here. Not even a new spot. Which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go to... This is... I kind of wanted to see if we could get a new character before the end of the episode, and we are within the 40 minutes to an hour that I wanted to do. So I assume... it should be Annalise. That would make sense to me. Or who knows, maybe it's just like Kurt. That'd be funny. Oh, it unsealed another area of the map. So are there going to be 3 people? No. It'll probably be 1-1. It might be 3. And the third one might be Estelle. Huh? Is she sleeping? Oh, of course. Why is she here? I guess I kind of take that back, but most of me is saying, I do wonder what the requirements of being brought here are. Because at first I was like, hey, it's gotta be being aboard the place. The big floating city, which is clearly not the truth, especially now that Annalise is here. I'm just curious. Annalise, what's up? Cuteness is justice. Did somebody say justice? Fortune favors the cute. Keep your friends close and your plushies closer. Smart words from smart people. Annalise, you're an idiot. I don't think anyone else in history has ever said any of those things, especially that last bit. She seems so happy though. Ha, yeah, I'm not sure I can bring myself to wake her up. In that case, I have a plan of my own. I shall sleep alongside her, and together we shall reach the pearly gates of Elysium and cross into the paradise within. If you're up for a nap, that can be arranged. I have a few tricks that can knock you out in no time. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. No. Oh, funny. I love Chloe. Hey, you tried. You tried, Sticker. Oh, it seems she's finally awake. Huh? It's good to see you again, Annalise. Good morning? Have a nice dream? Sure sounded like you were. Am I still dreaming? Tita, Joshua, Chloe are going to be the pride of my collection. Oh my gosh, the cuties. But Julie and that girl over there are pretty cute too. Huh? Oi, what are you talking about? Oh, but Zen's like a big fluffy bear, so he's actually kind of nice. And Kevin's hair reminds me of a sea urchin, and that's not so bad either. Hehe, I don't know who brought me all of these new plushies, but they're the best. She thinks we're all life-size stuffed toys. Man, how drowsy do you have to be? Annalise, you're a fool. I would have rather had Dorothy. I take that back. I wouldn't have. But there's a bunch of... there was me thinking I'd gotten a bunch of amazing new plushies to add to my collection. Way to crush a girl's dream, guys. Well, sorry for being a human being. I can't believe your first reaction to everything you've been told. Ha! Sorry, I'll hop into serious mode now. I'm still having a heck of a time processing the situation, but I do know you're not lying. Besides, the proof is that, this is all right here in front of my eyes. Only Tita can be that irresistibly cute. You sound like my mom. Well, she did. Just as long as you get it. So what are you gonna do? Would you be up for helping us investigate? Nah, I'm going back to sleep. Put me in, coach. I wouldn't be much of a bracer if I wasn't willing to do anything in the face of a crisis like this. Especially if it's true something's happened to Lilac. There might be other bracers who've ended up in the same situation as me, and no way I'm turning my back on them. Oi, that's certainly a possibility. Other bracers? Really? That's a good point. We know quite a few of them too. But not Karna. She won't be here. Well, we've overcome one ordeal, but that still means there's two other left on our plates. You know the drill. Now that we've done the first, let's go back to the fourth plane and see what's changed. Right. Let the fun begin anew. Do we have something for Annalise? Because now it sounds like one of those things makes more sense. We're still keeping this party. Because I'm not buying anybody a new weapon. If anybody else would show up, it would be Zen because we got him some fisticuffs, but I digress. We're ending the episode, but I just wanted to check. It's not the moon door. We'll be doing Chloe's moon door next time. Her feelings to her blade. I don't think that's correct. Okay, yeah, I guess we're done here. Save. Alright, cool. We're good. That is our episode. Next episode will be, I guess, we did have a little interesting side story for Kilika. Not really for Zen, it was for Kilika. That being said, I enjoyed that a lot. I was semi-surprised to find us in Lilac, but I mean, all the same, I wasn't all that surprised. I would be surprised if Estelle is not at Lilac. That, I believe, would surprise me. I don't know. Ooh, I was gonna say I don't know who else would be there. I'm trying to think if Shara was ever at Lilac. I don't think so. But if they just want a place to put bracers, then I guess they could just put Charizard and Agate there too. And that would be my only other two guesses. And if we're talking about the cast, the way that it's situated, it seems like we have 16 people. At this juncture, we can choose 10, but we have 11 because Reese isn't coming with us right now. So if we get 2 more here, that'll bring us to 12, 13. So we'll have 14, 15, 16 left to get just 3. Which is interesting because we don't have that. We have a more planes for real than I realize. Well, maybe not, because this is the 4th plane, and I assume we're not getting anybody in the last plane. And I guess we just probably get people in this one, the next one. I'm sorry, not 4th. Clearly 4th. The 5th and 6th planes, and if we have 3 more characters to get, maybe we get 2 in the 5th, and maybe Estelle is the last character we get in the 6th. And that 7th plane is just a 7th plane. I don't know. That'd just be my guess if I were spitballing, but the character order does seem to be rather random. That being said, I'm taking off. We've had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for watching. The next episode of Trails will be next Saturday. I should pull up a calendar to plan out in advance, because I know Brawloween is going to take up one of these Saturdays at the end of the month. So we have Trails this week, next week, and the next week, and then after that it is Brawloween. I will see Trails on the 2nd and the 9th. I think the 16th might be Revolution, OC Revolution, and then I need to pay attention because I will not be able to record around that date. I think the 22nd is my last recording day before I go to Spain. And then I won't be able to record again until December. So I have to plan that week out kind of carefully. Because that's going to take up 2 rebellions. I'll be coming back to the fight before Christmas, the countdown to Christmas. Whew. Alright, well, November is really when I'm going to have to, like, really pay attention. And the way that this game is rolling, we might not have... we might be done by the end of the year, which might be nice, to be honest, but you know what, the moon doors take a long time, so we'll see. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.